guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Friday's Faves and Fails. So I want to start off by telling you there's going to be a slight change to the schedule and the content for this channel and my other channel. If you follow my other channel, you'll know all about this, but basically, originally, I had this that was MissBudgetBeauty and I decided to set up a second channel which was Diary of a Spendaholic, which was supposed to be kind of the other half or the other side to the coin. So anything that didn't fit in with MissBudgetBeauty went over there. Steadily over the past year, I've focused more on kind of vlogs and things over there. I'm doing DIY and home stuff over there. I kind of made the decision to post all home updates on that channel rather than this one, and it's kind of not really fit anymore. So I've renamed that my name purely because I couldn't think of anything better. It may change in the future, but currently I've renamed that Michaela McDade, and that's where my vlogs, home stuff, DIY stuff's going to be. I've also decided to bring back an old series which was called Kai Flicks, where once a month I would talk about the stuff that I've been watching, whether it be YouTubers, Netflix, all the many streaming services that there are now that there weren't then. And so if you want the kind of TV and stuff like that recommendations, that's going to be over there, because not everyone that likes that kind of thing also wants to hear about beauty things. So I'm trying to make the divide. There's going to continue to be the Friday Faves and Friday Faves and Fails here, because I really enjoy them. We're going to do a Sunday shop with me style video of some kind, whether that be a haul, an actual shop with me, or this month it's going to be no buy content. So on Sunday I'm going to be telling you stuff that I'm not buying, things that I wanted to buy but I couldn't, and things that are on my wish list. And Wednesday's videos are going to be sporadic. So I'm going to maybe do some reviews. I might have something to show you, but sometimes there won't be a Wednesday video. So Fridays and Sundays I'll definitely be here, and 3 times a week there'll be a vlog or some kind of home content or a Kai Flicks over on my other channel. So just kind of a little bit of housekeeping for those of you that don't follow both. If you're interested in more from me that's not just beauty stuff, you can go and check that out. Now, I do want to tell you about something that I made this weekend, or last weekend, that was amazing, food-wise, because I'm going to forget. I haven't got it in front of me and I've not got it written down. So if I don't talk about it first, I will forget. It was basically a fake lobster roll. So I got these amazing king prawns. They were frozen king prawns from Tesco, completely raw. So the grey ones. Don't be put off if you've never cooked them like this before. It doesn't take very long at all. They go from like grey, translucent, weird-looking things to pink in minutes. It's super fast. You can also poach them. Effectively, you're boiling them, but not too high a heat. But I like to fry them in like garlic and butter. Amazing. I was then looking online for recipes for lobster rolls, and I discovered that they are quite frequently substituted for shrimp, which is prawns. And there are loads of recipes out there. So if you want cold ones, there are ones that involve like mayonnaise and like a lemony whatever. I wanted hot. So what I decided to do was keep it relatively simple. And I got some brioche rolls from Tesco. Little mini individual, you know, there's like little brioche things. I cut them in half like hot dog buns. I fried the sides of them in butter. This is key. So delicious. And it also kind of makes it feel a little bit more like an actual lobster roll, because that is what I've had before. So I fried the sides of them in a frying pan with butter, and then I go on to use that same frying pan to fry up the shrimp, king prawns. They're already in butter and garlic, which is delicious. I'll then put them in, like stuff them in the rolls. I might put a little mayo on top, depends on how I feel, and some chives. Oh my God, the most delicious thing in the entire world. I mean, it's not a cheap snack, but compared to a lobster roll, amazing. And if you're going to have some friends around who are into seafood, cannot recommend it enough. It's very bougie, but it's the closest thing that I've had to a lobster roll. Number one that I've made, obviously, but also in the UK, easy to find. Like I had a lobster roll from Burger and Lobster in London a few years ago, and I could have just had a plate of them. But they're so expensive. They're not easy to source. Like I'm not going to find a lobster roll in Doncaster. And if you want something to kind of like scratch that itch, if you know what I'm saying, it really does the trick. There are loads of recipes, but like I said, it was basically just butter, chives, maybe a little mayo, lemon, whatever you want. The key is really nice king prawns, and you can use ready to eat ones as well. And brioche rolls, sear the sides, amazing. So just kind of like a random, starting off with like a verbal recipe. I know that's weird. but I needed to share it. I'm going to do a little video at some point, maybe on Instagram, to show you how to make them, because, it was just, I can't speak highly enough about it. Right, little update on this Avino Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion that I bought a couple of weeks ago. Helps heal dry skin. I bought this specifically because my legs were so itchy. I didn't know whether or not it was something I was using, whether it's a hay fever symptom, which people suggested, whether it's the heat, maybe it's my razor, what is going on? I do need to buy a new safety razor because the one that I was using has gone, it's not tight anymore. And so as I was using it, the blade was wobbling. So now I'm having to use my disposable razors again, and that definitely was not helping. So this, fantastic. I'm now using it all over my body. I'd like a large size of this. It's not super cheap, but it really does the job. And I don't feel like incredibly itchy anywhere ever. However, I've also stopped shaving my thighs. Some of you out there will be like, of course, no one shaves their thighs. I have always shaved all the way up. That sounds, well, I mean, I do shave my chin, so I suppose I shave from head to toe. I've shaved all the way up since I was a teenager. I've never not shaved my thighs. And it would be weird to me, or it is weird to me, not to shave my thighs. It's really, really unusual. I'm not someone who can just let my leg hair grow like through the winter. It's not dark, it's just I can't, it's a comfort issue for me. I have been known to wake up in the middle of the night and shave my legs because it's driving me crazy. So it's not like even like, it's not about anybody else. It's specifically a comfort thing. So I left the hair on my thighs to grow because I thought maybe it's the shaving thing. Maybe I'm shaving and as it's growing out, it's just so itchy and I can't deal with it, especially in this heat. They're not itchy at all. They are, it feels weird to me. I don't know whether or not this is something I can do because it's, I don't like it. Maybe I'll feel okay about it in a couple of weeks. We'll see how long I can keep it up. But it's not bothering me. It's not uncomfortable in the same way it would be if I let my calves, you know, my lower legs grow out. It's not bothering me at all. It's not itchy. It's not irritating in clothes. There's nothing about it that's bothering me. And it's maybe the key. I don't know. This is the person who used to shave her legs every single day. I shave my legs every day. Even after babies, every single day. It was like a self-care thing. And then it got to the point where that's so much time in your week, shaving your legs every single day. And I just couldn't do it anymore. So then it was like every third day. But then you have all of the like rashiness and the itchiness. And now not shaving my thighs, I mean, massive, massive time saver. Massive time saver. It's half my leg. But also, no itchiness. So just putting it out there, how many of you shave your thighs? I must know. Is this a thing? I don't know. Does everyone shave their entire leg? I don't know. So, I talked about Fenty skincare in my last video, and I wanted to talk about the cleanser. I'm not super excited about cleansers usually, because it's just like, you know, you just wash your face with it. I don't think it does a lot, because it doesn't stay on your skin. This is really, really nice, and it's going to last me forever, because you use the tiniest, tiniest amount. So I wouldn't take my makeup off with this. This is just like a gel cleanser. But since I've been not wearing makeup a lot, I'm kind of struggling for a face wash. I don't really use a face wash. I'll use a hot cloth, like a cream cleanser and a flannel. But if I'm not wearing makeup, I don't always do that. And then sometimes I'm like, so what am I using to wash my face? Water, sometimes like a micellar thing or a toner. But honestly, I haven't got a great routine in terms of cleansing when I'm not wearing makeup. And this has completely solved that problem. Now, I know there'll be cheaper versions, but I really do think cost per use, this would work out really cost effective because I'm using the tiniest amount. You can open it like this. I'm not going to show you how much I use because I've got nowhere to put this product, but not even a pea-sized amount, the smallest amount, and it emulsifies all over my face, the very, very smallest amount of product. This still feels full, and I've been using it for 2 weeks, more than 2 weeks, especially in the morning. This is my favourite. I'll put it on, do my skincare, and I feel like I've got a routine for the first time in my life. I've done other things in the past, but I've never really had like and everything smells the same. It feels like a bougie skincare routine. But this is the Hyper Clean Soft Skin. Oh, it says Hyper Clean Soft Skin without stripping or drying, daily cleanser and makeup remover all in one. You could remove your makeup, but it's not for me. It's called Total Cleanser without the E in the cleanser. Cleanser. I really like it, and everything smells like Impulse Vanilla Kisses. So, nostalgia. I'm not sure if I've spoken about this before. This is the Pixi Vitamin C Balancing Priming Oil. This was sent, oh, that was sent to me. Important information. The Fenty stuff was sent to me. This was sent to me ages ago. I used it and really liked it and then kind of forgot about it. Pulled it out this week to use it with some different foundations that I've been trying. And today I used it with, where is it? It's here. Wait, I'm nearly there. Here we go. I used it with this Miracle Second Skin Hybrid Foundation from Max Factor. I did a review on this. My thoughts basically are, I really like the way that it looks on the skin. It sits really nicely. It looks very, very natural. It's not the product that I thought it was going to be. It's not the easy slap it on tinted moisturizer. It involves some prep. And I need to have either an oil of this kind or like a heavy moisturizer on just before I put this on. I also need a decent amount of this product to blend out. It's not a simple like, oh, it's a skin tint. You can just, no. It will look weird. It doesn't blend out nicely. I need to have like a well lubricated face. And this is great for that one. But just in general, even if I'm not wearing any makeup, I like the way this makes my skin look. You're supposed to, it's like a phase product. So you shake it up and it's oily, but it absorbs. And so especially for something like that, I put it on and while it's still oily, I put the foundation on, but then it's not leaving an oily residue because it will still absorb into the skin. I really, really like this. I don't know whether or not it's got any vitamin C benefits for me. I liked the Pixi Vitamin C Serum. I thought it was brightening my skin, but this I just like kind of as a priming oil. Speaking of brightening my skin, L'Oreal Paris Revitalist Laser Pure Retinol Night Serum. This is another update. This was sent to me at the beginning of the year. I started using it, stopped because it was peeling so much on my skin. And I decided, why did I stop? Oh, it's because I got my black eye from the Bincident. That's why I stopped using it. And then I started again. Again, I went through that purging, peeling phase. Lots and lots of peeling. The peeling is gone now. I'm persevering. I'm using this every single night. And I really do think that my skin is looking brighter. Now, I have got a good amount of pigmentation. I haven't concealed, I don't think, the pigmentation today. And I just do have on a relatively light coverage foundation. You can see it, for sure. It's not going away. And it definitely gets worse when I've been sitting in the sun, even with SPF on. Like the heat and everything makes it worse. And when I'm stressed, it gets worse. There are various factors. But I think that this is brightening my skin. I think it's evening things out. At some point towards the end of the year, I'm going to have some kind of laser treatment to try to even this out, because I think when I really look at it, the problems that I've had recently with like self-image, and I'm looking in the mirror and thinking, I feel like I'm looking older. I want to consider things that I hadn't considered before, things like filler and Botox and just things that I'd completely almost 100% was not ever going to do. Suddenly I'm looking in the mirror and I'm seeing a different face. And I think a big part of that is the darkness and the pigmentation is, I'm seeing age in that. And I think if I can even that out and brighten that up a little bit, then I'll start to feel a little bit more positive about how I look. Because truly, I don't feel negatively about myself. But I do just have those little pangs, those moments of, maybe. And I think a good amount of it is that although my skin is clear now, it's not clear to me, you know? So I'm using the retinol. I'm really happy with it. I'm also testing out at the moment this silicone face Tite machine where it's like a red light pulse thing. And I'm doing like I'm not doing it every day. I think maybe I should be doing it every day. I'm doing it 3 times a week. But I'm doing some stuff kind of around here specifically. This is supposed to be good for fine lines and wrinkles. It's all supposed to be good for pigmentation. I was sent this and you could actually get it last week on Aldi for like £100. But I didn't want to recommend it yet because I haven't had it for long enough to really tell you. It's still £100 and I don't want to say this is doing anything until I know that it is. So just throwing it out there, I am actually trying that right now, but I can't really tell you anything. I'm wearing the e.l.f. matte setting powder and it came to my attention that I don't think I've mentioned this and I'm wearing it quite frequently. So I just use it here, like teaser really, but kind of like T-zone and under eyes here. In these, like, in the, what are they called? The wells? There's a name. There's a name for the little things under your eyes, because mine are slightly indented. So if I just powder them slightly, there's no shine, and then you can't see quite as much, you know? There is a word for it, because I know people have them filled. But I'm really enjoying this. I think it's really fine. It's a fine powder. It's a fine powder. It's a good powder. And it's kind of in the region of the e.l.f. under eye setting spray. It's not quite as, not setting spray, the under eye setting powder, which I really like. It is very blurring. I really do like it. Not quite as fine as that, not quite as fine as the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil, but for the cost, I'm really happy with it, and it just feels really nice. I think the last thing that I wanted to talk about, looking around, was this, the Steam Pod. I told you I was going to give you an update. I did just do a live, which you'll be able to watch back from Monday. It's 40 minutes in. It's a long live. You're probably talking halfway in I start actually with the hair. But I've used it today, and my favourite thing about it is that it gives me kind of, I feel like I'm not doing it justice because I've been messing with my hair. But it still gives me kind of a shine where when I straighten my hair with regular straighteners, I feel like it makes my hair look dull. It looks fried and dull, whereas with this, it looks more like I've blow dried it straight than it does I've straightened it, in my opinion. And so I like it for that. I also like that it claims to be less damaging, but it's not the quickest straightener in the world for me, and I did need to go over it quite a few times. I mean, I would with a regular straightener, but I feel like more so with this. Because my hair, although it's fine, there's a lot of it, so it's like a thick amount of hair. A thick amount of thin hair. And that's it. That's everything I wanted to talk about today. Every week I do these, I'm like, did I talk about this last week? I don't know. No fails. No fails. It's been a minute since we've had a fail. Nothing that I've tried recently I've thought, God, this is really terrible. And if I have, I've talked about it. But I feel like when I started the Friday Faves and Fails, I was like, oh, there's always stuff that I dislike. There's always stuff that has disappointed me, or I've tried it and gone, do you know, this is just not that great. And then as soon as we started filming them, there really weren't that many things. And I don't know if that's part of it is because I don't want to, I'll try something and I'm like, ugh, but I don't want to publicly say this is a bad product until I've given it a real fair run. So maybe that's it. I don't know. But no fails. No fails this week. You can hear a helicopter. I don't know if you can hear a helicopter, but it feels like it's quite low. Anyway, I'm going to go. I'll be back on Sunday with some updates on my no-buy. And other than that, I will see you next Friday with another Faves and Fails. Bye!